Hello, hello everybody. Please, if you can hear me, just let me know that you can hear me. Yeah, please, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please, just let me know that you can hear me. Yeah. So, hello everybody. I hope you're all doing well today. I hope your day started off well. I hope you're fine. Yeah, I just want somebody to tell me that he or she can hear me. That would do me a lot of good, right? I can see comments in the chat. Uh, Regina Stephen Daniels, hello from Abuja. Comfort Akarakiri, hello. Priscilla, we are happy to have you. Peace. Odeni, uh, Enlightenment Channel. Josephine Monday, I hope you're doing well. Um, Omoba, I hope you're fine. Emily, Jane Francis, Lizzie, I hope you're all doing well today. Yeah, so please, if you're just joining us, I would be happy if you just set a hello or a hi in the chat, just so that I know that you are around, right? That would help me. Just a hello or a hi in the chat, just so I know that you're around. So, welcome to everybody. Emily Denerabe says bonjour, Monsieur Simplice, ravi de vous revoir. Wow, you're speaking in French. Looks like you've heard me train in French somewhere. So, anyways, that's fine. So, yeah, my name is Simplice Sikaji. I'm joining you from Yaoundé, Cameroon, right? And yeah, please just help us remind the others to join us. Maybe you can just send them a reminder to let them know that we've started, right? Just to let them know that we've started. This is a very interesting session where we're going to be talking about search engine marketing, right? Search engine marketing or connecting with your customers using Google Ads. That's basically what we are looking at today. How do you connect with your customers using Google Ads? Well, a lot of times, many people know about social media adverts, right? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all of that. But then we don't have so many people who know about Google adverts or who, especially in this part of the world, right? Africa and a whole, who know a lot about search engine, right? So maybe I want you to know to help me. I want to know those who have run Google Ads before. So if you're here and you've run a Google ad before, maybe just put in the chat yes. If you've never run a Google ad, just put in the chat no, right? That will help me know the kind of people that we have, around. So if you've run a Google ad before, just put in the chat yes. If you've not run, just put in the chat no. And I just want to welcome all those who are joining us, who are just joining us. We are about to have a very, very interesting session, right? So let me know, have you run Google Ads before? Is there anybody here who has run a Google ad before, or we are teaching from scratch? Okay, I'm seeing so many no's. No, no, no. I'm waiting for a yes, please. I'm waiting for a yes. What about the others, please? What about the others? Have you run Google ad before? If you've never run it, say no. If you've run an ad, say yes. Right? That will help me know where to start from. Right? Now, interestingly, uh, many people don't run Google Ads, whereas, according to statistics, Google owns literally or has literally 86% of the whole world, right? So If a platform has 86% of the whole world, I think it's a platform that we should give attention to, right? Whatever platform owns 86% of the whole world, I think we should give attention to that platform. So not being on Google, you're really, really missing out on a lot, right? Really, really. But then, what are we going to be looking at today? Today, we are going to look at three things. So, we're going to see introduction to online advertising. What is online advertising, right? Then, we're going to see how you can set up Google Ads. How can you set up a Google Ads account? And then lastly, we'll see how to set up a smart campaign, right? Because usually on Google, there are two kinds of campaigns. We're going to talk about smart campaigns and we'll talk about expert mode campaigns. But then today particularly we'll focus on smart campaigns, right? Usually you start running campaigns in expert mode when you have some more experience, right? But given that, almost everybody said no, 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 it means we're going to really start from scratch, right? And I mean, that's good. This is actually the perfect audience, right? So, what is online advertising basically? First of all, online advertising is you generally giving a certain amount of money to Google or to, I don't know, any social media platform with the aim that they should show your products or your services to a certain category of people. For those of you on social media, you're going to agree with me that a lot of times, if when you create a page, right, only your followers can see you. So, or only your followers can see your post. But then you can decide to run adverts to show your products or your services in any country of your choice, in any city of your choice, you know, as many people as your budget can afford. Basically, that's what advert is. Now, adverts are not free, by the way, and the minimum amount of money you need to run an advert is $5. The minimum amount. So $5. Now you can convert it into your respective currencies, right? So with $5, you can run an advert, right? You don't need that much. So adverts are very, very important because it allows you to have results very fast, right? So, like I said, today we're looking particularly at search engine adverts, right? Search engine optimization and, oh, rather, marketing. And in the previous classes, we established that there's a difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization, right? Search engine optimization is free while search engine marketing is paid, right? And of course, we agreed that search engine optimization takes a lot of time. It can take you between 4 months to 6 months, sometimes a year, before you start seeing results. Whereas search engine marketing, you can start seeing results almost immediately. So these are the many advantages. Now, let's look at some statistics online. Uh, we have over 525 million internet users in Africa. Well, as of now, I'm sure that this data must have probably doubled, right? We have over 74% of web traffic in Africa generated by smartphones, right? And we have 208 million online shoppers in Africa. For me, that's such a big figure that you have 208 million shoppers in Africa. Well, I'm sure by now the numbers are even much more, right? Now, it just tells you that people don't just go online to have fun anymore. People don't just go to enjoy sending messages, hello and highs and all of that. People actually go to buy, so now you have to know uh, uh, how to get the best from these different people, right? Now, the customer journey on Google a lot of times could be very complex, right? For those of you who use Google frequently, you're going to agree with me that sometimes, a lot of times, it takes some time for you to find what you're really looking for, right? A lot of times. And well, it happens to almost everybody, including me. When we have a challenge, usually the first person we run to is Google. Usually, maybe I want to buy a new phone, I'll go on Google and check the characteristics of the phone. Or maybe something gets bad or wrong with my phone gets broken or the screen is broken. Usually, because I'm avoiding to pay money maybe to a technician, usually what I want to do is that I want to solve the problem myself, because I don't want to spend. So I'll try and go on Google and read articles, follow videos, follow influencers, try to read, because I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay, right? So because I don't want to pay, I want to do it. I want to figure out the solution myself. So once I figure out the solution myself, I'm able to come out with something interesting. Now, if at all I'm not able to figure out the solution, what I'll simply do is that I'll try to get somebody who will be willing to fix the product for me or my phone for me, right? So usually that's how the customer journey is. You go on Google, you search, you search, you search, and then usually you find what you're looking for. Sometimes you don't find. When you cannot find, you try to get assistance and all of that, right? Well, of course, I know you're probably wondering why I'm telling you all of this, right? Like, why is this guy telling us all of this? Well, I'm going to tell you why. uh Also, online usually search is a threat, right? Search a lot of times is a threat, because I remember recently, my Facebook, was it my Facebook account that was hacked, and because it was hacked, I read all kinds of articles, listened to all kinds of videos, trying to restore that account. But guess what? I couldn't. I did my best, you know. Before I did everything possible, and time was passing. Literally, I spent the whole day on my laptop without even noticing, right? Trying to look for a solution. Now, you're going to ask me that why am I saying all this? Right? Why am I saying all this? Well, what I want you to note from all this is that what takes people to Google a lot of times is a need or a challenge, right? People don't just go to Google because they like Google. No, they go to Google because they have a challenge, they have a that they are trying to meet. And so they believe that they are going to find the solution to what they are looking for on Google. That's why people go on Google. Now, if you understand that what takes people to Google is their need, what you'll do is that you would want to solve problems, because the only way to bring people or to attract people on Google is by solving their problems. So, one thing that takes people to Google is problems, challenges, needs. So, if you want to do well on Google, it will depend on how much problems you're solving, how many needs you are meeting. It's very important. So, that's the baseline of advertising, especially on Google. So why should you advertise on Google? There are many reasons why you should advertise on Google, right? First of all, you can track and measure the performance of your adverts, right? You can use, for example, your Google Analytics, to measure the performance of your advert, right? You can also control your budget. Now, a lot of times, one of the advantages of advertising on Google is that uh, money only leaves your account when somebody takes an action on your advert. Meaning that if you run an advert and nobody clicks on it, no money will be withdrawn from your account, right? So one of the advantages is that you only pay per activity taken on your advert. That's why you're going to hear about pay per click, pay per search, right? Now, another advantage is that you can edit, pause, and cancel your adverts at any time. Meaning that if you run an advert and you feel like, oh, this thing is not giving me the solution that I expected, you can cancel it, you can pause it, and it's all free. You can even edit it. You can edit the content, you can edit the target, you can edit it for free at any time you want without any particular challenge, right? Or having to pay any amount of money. Also, you can improve on your advert, right? by the data that you get from your back end, from your insights, or from your Google Analytics, right? So that's basically some of the advantage. Now, how do ads work? How do ads work on Google? Well, let me just explain how adverts work on Google. So a lot of times, like I told you, what takes to people to Google is a need. That's why you see a question mark on your screen, right? Because what takes people to Google is a need. They are looking for something. They are looking for something. Maybe they want to buy laptops. Maybe they want to buy shoes. Maybe, a lot of times they want to buy clothes. Maybe they want to buy something or they want to buy something Yeah, I feel like network kicked me out, but I'm back. Okay, anyways, let's continue, right? Let's continue. So, like I said, what takes people to Google usually is a challenge, right? Or a question. So usually you can go on Google, like you can see on your screen, right? You go on Google, you search for something, and then usually you're going to see some pictures. Usually those pictures that you see are what we call shopping adverts, right? Shopping adverts are a type of Google adverts, and they're actually the most expensive kinds of Google adverts because they show in the first position. Usually you see pictures, brief description, and price. Those are what we call shopping adverts. Well, they are the most expensive kinds of adverts, right? Of Google adverts. Now, usually when you click on these shopping adverts or these text adverts, because you're going to notice that we have shopping adverts which show pictures and description. Then we have text advert which shows, that green title that you see up there, green title with, a description under. Usually how to recognize a text advert is that usually it is written on it sponsored on top. You're going to see sponsored or you're going to see advert, right? Or ad. Now, right now it's sponsored. So that's how to recognize a text advert. So usually when you click on it, it will take you to a website and then from there you can make your purchases or whatever. So always remember that what takes people to Google is a problem, is a need. So the greatest challenge is not to sell on Google. No. The greatest challenge is not how do I sell on Google. The greatest challenge is what are people looking for and how can I bring that solution to them. That's the greatest challenge. The most difficult thing is not how will I sell on Google. The most difficult thing is what are people looking for. People are looking for, I'll be able to sell, right? Now, of course, there are tools that we can use to know what people are looking for, and we're going to see that under keyword research, right? Now, so just to show you how adverts appear on Google, so basically we have shopping adverts which appear first, then we have text adverts which appear secondly. So I told you shopping adverts are the most expensive kinds of adverts, right? Then we have text adverts. Okay, Now let's go to a third kind of Google adverts. So we saw shopping adverts, we saw text adverts. Now let's look at another kind of Google advert called display adverts. Now, display advert is simply Google taking advantage of third-party websites to showcase your products or your service. Now, I'm sure that many of you must have been watching a video on YouTube and another video will just come and interrupt the video that you were watching on YouTube. I'm sure it has happened. So sometimes that video can come before, during, or after the video that you were watching. Or maybe you go on a website and you're trying to make some research on that website and you notice some adverts trying to distract you. Or even sometimes when you put on your laptop and connect it to the internet, you see some adverts rushing into your desktop, into your laptop. That's what we call display adverts. Well, by the way, sometimes people find those kinds of adverts very annoying. Sometimes they find it really annoying. They feel like, oh God, this is so annoying, because you're watching a video and suddenly another video pops up and you feel like it's consuming your data, right? That's what we call display advert. So display advert is simply Google taking your advert to websites that have a lot of traffic, hoping that since they have a lot of traffic, they are going to click on your advert as they come to those different websites. So that's basically what it is, right? What display adverts are, right? So what are some Google key ad features? First of all, you only pay for results, right? On Google, it means you can actually run a whole advert without paying a dime. Well, provided nobody clicks on your advert or nobody takes a specific action on your advert, you can run it without paying a dime. But then, if somebody clicks on your advert, you pay for it. So you only pay for results. Secondly, there is no startup fee. You don't need a startup fee to run an advert. There is no cancellation fee. You can cancel your advert at any time, and there is no contract. Nothing binds you to Google, right? Okay, so we've come to the first pause for questions. Please, if you have any questions, please just do well to drop it in the chat. So do you have any questions? Please drop it in the chat so that we can address that before we go ahead. So in our next one, in the next slides, we're going to be looking at how to join, how to set up Google Adverts or how to prepare to set up Google Adverts. Okay, so I'm not seeing any question. Please feel free to ask your questions, right? I'm going to answer every single question, right? So please feel free to ask. So let's look at how to prepare to set up a Google advert. Now, first of all, you don't set up a Google advert without a well-defined goal, right? You need to define your goal. Why do I want to set up this advert? Why? Do I want to have more traffic, on my website? Do I want to make more sales? Do I want to reach out to more people? Do I want to build my brand awareness? For those of you who have applications, do I want to have more downloads? So you have to define your goal, right? What do you want to achieve? You don't run an advert without defining what you want to achieve. So of course, your campaign objectives, well, it's not like you're the one who will have to really define it. It's already there, like you can see on your screen. It's already there. You just have to select what you want, right? Do you want sales? Do you want leads? Do you want website traffic? Do you want product and brand consideration? Do you want brand awareness? Do you want app promotion? Do you want people to visit your local store, right? you know and guess what? There is even a sector for those who don't know what they want. Because you might say, I don't know what I want. If you look at that last sector right there, right there, you're going to see that there is a sector for those who don't know what they want. So even if you don't know what you want, it's okay. You just click there on no specific objective, right? And your ad will still run. And of course, you have to determine the kind of ad you want to run. Do you want to run a search ad, a video? Well, a search ad means that your ad will only show when somebody searches for something related to your business, right? Do you want to run a video ad? Do you want to run a smart campaign? Now, I'll explain what a smart campaign is in the upcoming slide. Do you want to run a display ad, right? So you have to decide that. Now, of course, your goals have to be very specific. Usually we call them SMART goals. They have to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, right? Meaning you don't set a goal like I want to make more money. That's not a goal, right? Or I want to have website traffic. That's not a goal. How much money do you want to make? And how long do you want to make that money? And what are the strategies you're putting in place to make that money? You see, always remember that it's not a goal until it has a plan, right? Very important. It's not a goal until it has until it has a plan and it has a deadline. If it doesn't have a deadline and a plan, it's not a goal. It's probably, I don't know, a dream or a hope or just something, but not a goal anyways. So it's only a goal when it has a plan, right? It's only a goal when it has a plan, when it has a timeline, right? Very, very important. So, what are smart campaigns? So, I told you I was going to explain what smart campaigns are. Now, by the way, maybe I should first of all mention that smart campaigns did not exist at first, right? Smart campaigns is actually a recent concept uh, created by Google. The reason is because many people found it very difficult to do their search engine marketing. Well, many people thought that, always believe that search engine marketing is so complex. It has a lot of intricacies. Well, which I think so too. I think it's kind of still complex, anyways. But then Google decided to come up with what we call the smart campaigns. The smart campaigns are for those who don't know much about Google Adverts. You see, especially those who are starting. Like this is the perfect audience for the smart campaign because many people have not done it. So, smart campaign is more for people who are still starting, you see, so that they can advertise easily. Actually, when you run a smart campaign, Google actually does the whole work for you, and that is what is beautiful about Google Adverts, or about smart campaigns. Running a smart campaign is just you telling Google, honestly, I don't want to stress. All this stuff I don't know. Please do the work for me. So when you run a smart campaign, Google is actually doing the work for you. All what you do is that you put your objectives and put just a few number of things, and then Google does the whole work for you. Whereas if you run campaign in expert mode, you have to do the whole work yourself, right? And that is why we're going to be seeing how to set up a smart campaign. How exactly do you set up a smart campaign? That's the last thing we're going to be seeing, right? So, yeah, if you have any questions, please help put in the chat. We've come to the second pause for questions. I'm just going to go to the chat, right, and see if we have some more questions. Okay, Regina says, I don't have questions. Comfort says, no questions. Akema says, I'm chatting from Buchi State. Buchi State. Wow, nice to have you. Enlightenment Channel says, what is the name of the tool to know what people are looking for? Very nice question. There are many tools that you can use. It's actually what we call keyword research, right? Now, you can use the Google Keyword Planner. Uh, the Google Keyword Planner, you know, you can use the Google Keyword Planner. You can use SEMrush. SEMrush. I'm typing them in the chat just so that you know. You can use SEMrush. You can use keyword.io. Keyword.io. So these are some tools that you can use to know what people are looking for. And guess what? You can even know what people are looking for in your city, in your country. Very interesting, right? And once you know them, you'll be able to know what to sell and how to bring them in, right? Okay, so I guess that's the only question I've seen in the chat. Please, if you have any other question, drop it. I'll always come back and respond to them, right? So, how do you set up a Google campaign? How do you set up a Google campaign? Now, there are 10 steps Oh, I'm sorry, I just had another network issue, right? I just had another network issue, but then I hope we are here. Ads.google.com. Great. So I said that um, the whole journey of search engine marketing starts at ads.google.com. That's where it all starts from. Ads.google.com. So the link has been dropped in the chat, ads.google.com. So when you go to ads.google.com, they're going to ask you two questions. How do you want to run your campaign? Do you want to run your campaign using Google My Business profile, or do you want to use a website? Now, maybe I should let you know that it's not possible to run Google Adverts except you have one, a website, or a Google My Business profile, or a landing page. These are the three things you must need, or you need to run Google Adverts. So you cannot run it except you have at least a website, or a Google My Business profile, or a landing page. It's very important that you note that. Very, very important that you note that, right? Now, that's why we strongly recommend that you have at least a Google My Business profile account. It's free, right? It's free. Just go to business.google.com. Business.google.com, right? Just go to business.google.com and get your website, and have your stuff for free. Now, from there, you can always run your adverts, right? So you cannot run a Google advert without a Google My Business profile, or a website, or a landing page. Very important. So usually when you log into ads.google.com, they're going to ask you a few things. They're going to ask you whether you're going to use your Google My Business profile or any other landing page. So if it's your Google My Business profile, you select it. If it's not, you use another landing page. Now, somebody is asking in the chat whether I can illustrate it. Illustrate it. Well, actually, the steps that I'm giving you here are actually the same steps that you're going to find there. In fact, every single thing you're seeing on this screen is exactly what you will see in that process. That's why I would recommend that you screenshot the different steps, right? Remember, we said there are 10 steps. So I'll recommend that you screenshot it so that when you're doing it, you can just follow the steps. It's actually very practical and very easy to do, right? So every single thing you're seeing on this screen is exactly what you will see on ads.google.com. So maybe rather than illustrating, we decided to screenshot it and bring it here so that you can see it, right? Okay, so let's have the next step. So first of all, you have to go to ads.google.com, create an account, and then once you create an account, you can start running your campaigns. They will ask you whether you want to use your Google My Business profile or your website, right? Then you have to define that. Now, secondly, they will ask you to add your business name, right? Add your business name. Now, whatever your business name is, you can add it. Just whatever your business name is, you can add it. Just put your business name. That's all about the second step, right? Now, the third step, they're going to ask you to add the link to your website, right? The link to your website or your landing page. Now, it's important that you note that the link that you're putting here is not necessarily the link to your home page, but it's the link to your landing page. Because whatever link you put here is the link that is the page that people are going to get to when they click on your advert. It's very important that you note that. Because if you have a website, you're going to agree with me that one website has so many pages, right? One website has several pages. Now you put the link of the page where you want people to land when they click on your advert. So it doesn't have to be your home page. It can be your your product page, it can be your service page, it can be your contact page on your website, it can be your home page, your about us page. But whatever link you're putting here, note that when people will click on that link, they are going to click on they're going to go to that page, right? Very important to emphasize that. Now, when you put that link, the next thing is that they're going to show you exactly what people will see when they will click on the advert. So it will show you that page on mobile phone, and it will show you on desktop. So if you want to have the desktop view, you're going to see it. If you want to have the mobile phone view, you're going to see it, right? So that's the next step. So you can see whether that's really the page where you want people to land. So once you confirm that in step 4,
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm so sorry. We are having a little bit technical hitches with our trainer, so you can give me a few minutes. Give me a few minutes, please. Let's see how to continue from there. Please call back the guys that left. Tell them we are back. These things happen, so bear with us, please. Um, Bear with us, please. Call back the guys that left. Tell them we are back. Okay. Please, can you let me know where the trainer stopped? Did he pass these points? Everybody in the chat, did the trainer pass these points? I just want to pick it up from where he stopped. Did he get to these points of the slide? Please, I need you to say something in the chat. Yes, please, I'll wait for you. Please call them back. Did the trainer get to these points? He passed here. Okay, so let's see. Let's go forward. How about here? So we're obviously going to be spending some extra time. How about here? Did he get here? Because we need to cover up for what he missed. Can you hear anything now? He passed this already, right? Okay. Okay, so let's go forward. Did he get here? Did he get to smart campaigns? If he passed this point, that means we just need to take the practicals. He got here. Okay, so let's just take up from, excuse me, let's just take up from the practicals. Okay, so these are the practicals. We'll just pick it up from here to the very last place. All right, so let's start from here. Whether he passed this place or not, we'll just pick it up from here so that it will be a little bit coherent. Please, thank you so much for bearing with us. Thank you for holding still. These technical things happen, right? And please forgive us, right? I'll start here. Do you like the way I look? Yes, this is where to set up the Google campaign starts. Do you like the way I look? Am I looking okay? I want to be sure I'm looking good before my honorable people. Please let me know before I start. Yes, it is. Thank you, Ajayi. Thank you so much. Are you okay with the way I look? I'm sure you. Anybody saying anything? Okay. So if you are ready to go, since you don't want to answer the way I look, drop me an emoji, a fire emoji. If you are ready for us to get started. You're ready to pump it up. Pump it up, guys. Drop a fire emoji in the chats. Please reach out to someone who has jumped off. Tell them we are back. We just continue from here. So let's see if we can use the next 30 minutes to complete this. Are you guys still here? Nobody's saying anything again. All right. I need to be sure that there are people here. All right. Thank you. Okay. So remember the first place to go to, how to set up the campaign? ads.google.com. That's where you begin your Google Ads journey. So go to ads.google.com. I'm thinking about something now. I think we should make this session a practical one so that you'll be learning alongside. What do you think? Should we make it practical from here? Please call others back because I won't be going back and forth. So when you get to ads.google.com, you're going to be seeing a request for you to either join the platform, run your ads using a landing page, or you make it or you use a using a website or your Google business profile. So let me see, I can make it more practical. Let me see. Okay. So let's go to ads.google.com. So I'll be moving from two pages together. Let me see how it looks right now. Hold on, please. Let me be sure what I'm doing. I'm trying to see how to make it much more practical so that you have the benefit of the waiting. Of course, let me see. Okay, so this is better. So let's use this one so that it will be easier for me to navigate. So let me close all these other ones. I'm sorry, we need to do this so that it'll be faster. All right, so ads.google.com. That's the first way to get there. Second way to get there is to come to a browser that's your page, that your Gmail has been logged in. Then come to this place. Then come to Google Ads. That's the second way. Third way, you are on your Google business profile. You cannot use the same process. The browser that your Gmail has been logged in. come to your Google Business Profile. Inside your Google Business Profile, you can actually navigate to your Google Ads. I've showed you 3 ways now. ads.google.com, right? Number 1. ads.google.com, this one. Or you go to your browser, or you go to your Google Business Profile. So let's open one of the business profiles. So the first thing you're going to be demanded is to sign in or start now from wherever your domain, wherever your Gmail is. So you just sign in or you start now. Either of them will lead you to the same place, right? So you just sign in with your Gmail. If it's a new account, you're going to see this. You're not going to see this 3. You just click on new Google Ads account and you start afresh. So let's pick one of the old ones that have already been existing. And let me see this one. Now, there are 2 types of the Google Ads campaign platform. There is the expert mode and there is a smart campaign. What we are learning for today is a smart campaign. The smart campaign is a crunched, call it compressed, call it sandwiched, call it simplified version of the expert mode. What I mean there is the expert mode is more complex to be able to set up an ad. So what Google did was to create a simplified way of setting up ads. It used to be very difficult. You need to be an expert in that field to be able to create ads. Okay. So now Google created something that makes it easy for small businesses to be able to set up campaigns. So I need to go back from here. We'll get here shortly. But let me show you what a full-blown expert mode and platform will look like. So let's say you are here, a new campaign. Let me explain something before we start setting it up. I need to explain something to you. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. So now, what I'm going to be saying next is, I hope my internet can help me to work fast. So let's go back on this. Please, if you have questions from what you learned earlier, please ask. Right? All right, so we're here. So this is what the expert mode looks like, giving you the various kinds of campaign objectives for the Google Ads platform. You want to drive sales, want to generate leads, want to drive web traffic, product consideration, brand awareness, app promotion, local store visits. And all these are the various kinds of campaign. The search campaign are the ones you see when you run a search, when you go to the Google Ads platform and type a search keyword, type a keyword to make a search. Right? So if you type project management softwares, you get to find different brands that have project management software. If you find some of them that have sponsored here, that means they're running ads. So these ones are not running ads now. Remember, these are the headlines. We'll get to that. Right? So this is a search campaign. Video campaigns are those ones you find on YouTube. App installs are those ones that take you to download an app on Play Store. Smart campaign is the one we are going to be doing now. Display ads are those ones you find on websites that are when you're browsing, they show to you like pictures, like images, like videos. These are display ads. Shopping ads, for instance, if you are on another browser, type let's type laptops. Let's type laptops. These are shopping ads would look like, mostly used by e-commerce stores, Jumia, Conga, and the rest of them. So they show you the picture of the products, the description, the price, and the rest of them. Okay, that is for shopping ads. Then the demand gen are the ones that run on YouTube, Gmail. When you go to your Gmail, you see ad on some of them here. Performance Max combines search, video, display, shopping, app, all in one. Performance Max, we good at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in one. Then this smart campaign is two types of campaign: the search and the video campaign. But it's crunched down in a very simplified form for you to be able to do, because all these ones are difficult for a beginner to set up. So they created something that is different and simple for business users like you that don't have the technical knowledge to be able to run ads easily. All right, so if you click here, it will bring you here. All right, it is now going to be Google asking you. Well, let's click it for you to see. To open another one, another page. It's going to be Google asking you if you want to run the ads with your Google business profile or if you have a website. Two options, look at it. I told you. So two options. If you are running the ads, remember you can switch it back. If you want to switch back to this expert mode, you can just tap here to bring you back here. We are professional. Don't come here if you're not a professional because you may mess things up. Right? So now you can select if you want to run the ads from your Google business profile. If you have your account linked to different Google business profiles, you're going to have to select one of them. Or if you have a website, you choose this one. So let's choose this one and tap on next. Now, just know that everything I'm doing here is what I'm supposed to be showing to you on these slides. Okay. So when you tap on next, it's going to show to you going to ask you for the organization name. So you type the business name and you type the link to your landing page. Remember, what Google is asking you for is a landing page. Let me explain to you what landing page means before I even go ahead. So look at this Google business profile page. You can make this your profile page. This is your Google business profile page, a landing page. Let me explain what landing page means. For instance, let's go to YouTube so that you understand better. YouTube, where are you? Let's go to YouTube just for the purpose of the class. Now this is a display ad. Look at the way it's showing, sponsored. Display ad also shows on Google platform. But I want to show you how this is the one we are running now. So let me just click any random video, right? And hopefully an ad shows before the video plays. Exactly. If I did not skip this ad and I clicked on this, right? This place that I land is called the landing page, where the advertiser wants me to take an action. In this case, they want me to buy, right? It could be they want you to fill a form. It could be they want you to add to carts, like if you click on a product on Jumia or on Konga, they want you to either add to carts or check out now. That point you land for that particular ad becomes the landing page for that particular campaign. So it could be the advertiser wants you to add to carts or pay now, or it could be they are showing you a random video on YouTube so that you are going to just get to the website and watch a video or pay for the products. You must have prepared this before you start the campaign. And remember, it doesn't necessarily need to be a website like this. It could be your Google business profile that you're using. All you need to do is to get this particular business profile verified, add your products and your services, make it properly optimized with good pictures and everything. and you can use this page. You can go to wix.com, wordpress.com, and all those places and create a website that ends with .wordpress.com, .wix.com. You can use that also to run ads. Wherever you fix the intention of your ads for advertisers to land, for people that watch your ads to land there, that becomes your landing page. Whether it's a business profile like this, whether it's a website like this, or whether it's just a standalone website, is called a landing page. So all you need for that's your landing page for that particular for you to set up your campaign is the link to that your landing page. I hope you understand me. Please let me know. I need to be sure you understand that part before I continue. Attendance will come. All right, attendance is coming, but I want you to understand the content first. If you skip the ad as a video ad, if you skip the ad, that means the advertiser did not pay anything. Do you understand? The advertiser only pays for a video ad when you've watched that ad for at least 30 seconds. If you did not watch that ad for 30 seconds, the advertiser did not pay anything. Right? Do you understand? I want to be sure you understand before I move on. Yes? You know? Something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something. Let me know. Are you guys still here? Do you understand what I thought first before you have your question? Ajayi? Answer me first. Oh my God. You understand what I'm trying to explain? How a landing page looks like. Okay, so nobody's saying anything. Okay, so let me just continue. The assumption is you understand. So if you have questions, please you ask. All right. So now, so when you finish setting up your landing page on your ad for your ad, all you need to do is to copy that link and then come to this your smart campaign. After you've added the business name, you go next. So Google is going to ask you to add the landing page. So the landing page we want to use in this case is the donate page of Impact Hub because we want people to give us money. We need money. So let's go to the donate page of Impact Hub. Where is it now? Okay, here it is. So you copy the link, and then come to your ad and paste it. It's already here, but let's just paste it. Right? Google is going to scan the website and show to you how the page will look like for someone that is viewing it, someone that clicked on it on mobile and on desktop. Okay? If it looks good, you go next. So now this is a point where you select the goal of the campaign. You want to get just more calls, you want to get people to your website, this comes with this as an addition. Or you want to get people to visit your physical location, or you want to run video ads. Remember I said the smart campaign is a crunched form of running search campaign or video campaign. These three are various forms of search campaign. Remember, search campaign is mostly promoted because it permits you to get more sales, right? People have a high intention when they go to Google to make a search. There's an intention about what they are going to go and search for when they're on Google to make that search, right? So this is where the three campaigns show up, three of them. So you go next. So we are choosing this one. We are choosing get sales on website because this one is added to. So let's go next. Remember, we are doing the same thing that is on the deck, right? So don't think we are not we are doing anything off. It's just a practical of what we are doing. So you pick the goals. Remember, they have any challenge, you can always call for them to assist. All right, this is the attribution setting. We're going to add the ad copies, and we are going to set up the keyword themes, keyword phrases. We choose location, add a budget, and then we review our settings. So that's what we are going to be doing in the next couple of minutes. So now, when you finish with what did we do? What was the last thing we did? When we are finished with picking the goal of the campaign, we now go next to now adding the copies of the ad. The copy are what people will see when they see your ad. For instance, when you go to search like this, and you type a keyword like projects, let's go to that project management software again. So now this is the headers, the blue ones are the headers. I don't know if people read these descriptions, but I personally don't read it. So I advise you pay close attention to what you're putting on the headers, right? What you're putting on the headers, the description. I don't read description, but you must pay attention to it. Okay? So that is what we want to write here. But be sure what you're writing here is compelling enough. Let's add a name here. Wendigard Foundation, Impactor Foundation. So remember, you have a lot of options to give to Google. Headline 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can even add more. Remember, they are all here, and the descriptions are down here. You have 30 characters of headers, 90 characters in description. You can add your phone number if you want. You can uncheck it if you don't want. Right? 90 characters. Remember, you write what is compelling. This is what will actually get people to click on the ad or not click on the ad. If there's nothing catchy here, if you add things like buy one, get two free, free shipping, 50% discount, clearance sales, all those sweet things, you might draw somebody to click it. Right? You might draw somebody to click it. I remember you're giving Google a lot of options here to be able to shuffle, so that the one shuffling between each of the headlines to combine alongside with the descriptions. And I must say something here. You don't run your ad for less than 7 days, because Google uses the first 7 days to study which of these combinations is going to be working best. If you watch this place closely, you see that they're changing. Right? Which of the combinations is going to be working or performing best. Right? So you pick that, you fill in all your write-up in the headlines. When you're done, you go next. You can use tools like the Chat GPT to generate keywords content for you. And if you want to do a proper keyword research, you can come to use tools like the Google Keyword Planner. So you can come to the expert mode, come to tools, come to planning, right? Then come to the keyword planner. Come to the keyword planner, or you can go to trends.google.com. No, I've typed the wrong thing. Trends.google.com. Right? When you go to trends.google.com, so for instance, you want to type a keyword. Remember, we are searching in Nigeria. You can filter it to your country, whichever country you belong. So this is what is trending right now. Everyone is searching about Supreme Court judgment. So let's type Supreme Court judgment and explore. So the Google Trends presents to you unfiltered data of what people are searching for across the net. In Nigeria, today, all categories, web search. Okay? So if you come down at the bottom part of the screen, you see things like related queries. These are things that possibly would help you to know what other words are going to be useful for your keywords. For instance, if you type the keyword like, let's say, keyword like cakes, can compare cakes with small chops, right? So you can compare some other words. You come down at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see something like related queries, related search. This suggests to you what words people are searching for. And these are the words you should use to write content, right? As a business, you should be able to preempt the kinds of words that people will be searching for per time. So that's what is demanded for you at this point. Or you can use the Google Keyword Planner, which is present in your Google Ads platform. You can tap here, discover keywords. Let's say you type cakes again. Google is going to give to you words that people are searching for related to cakes. All right, so now you can use these words to add to your, for instance, I mean, we are not doing anything related to cake anymore, but this is just for description purpose. So you can see all of this. These are words that people are searching for on the Google Ads, on the Google platform generally. All right, so this is where you're going to be adding all those keyword things. Google is going to crawl your website, the one you submitted, to pick out relevant possible keywords that are there. So you can decide to add these ones or delete the ones. Remember, you should add up to 10, minimum of 10, maximum of 20 here. Okay, so let's say you want to add something like girl child education. Just add it. So you just do that for add up to 20, then go next. When you're done, you now pick locations where you want your ad to show. So that means if you're in Lagos, you want your ad to show to around 65-kilometer radius around you, just use this one. If you have specific cities you want to target, for instance, you want to target, excuse me, you want to target small cities like small locations like Cairo. You can see New Cairo. You can see Taco. You can see places like Orile in Lagos. Let's see if there's a relay. Is there a relay? If it doesn't exist, so let's type Rio Akwa. You tap the cities you want to target. That means only people within these localities, when they search for those keywords that you used or anything related to those keywords, that is when your ads will show to them. Remember, the wider you target, the much it expands the possibility of you spending more money. The possibility of you spending more money. Okay. So now, so let's go ahead. Where are we now? So you've picked on those ones. Let's go next. You've picked on the cities you want to target with your ad. Please, if you have questions, straight in the chats. I'll be able to see them shortly after now. You now pick a budget. Let's say you want to spend $2.2 every day. I'm going to give you an estimate of how much you're going to be spending monthly and an estimate of the clicks that you're expecting per month. And remember, you're running your ads in dollars. In dollars. So if you're setting your account, make sure you set it in dollars. If you set it in Naira, it won't work. You've condemned that particular ad account for life. So you run your ads in dollars. Set up the accounts in dollars. Except maybe you're an agency. You need to be whitelisted by the Google guys themselves, right? So you can either type on it or you can just drag this thing once, right? Let's say you're doing $2 per day. Let's go next. And you're going to be reviewing the content of what you did. So if you have any mistake here, you can now go back and make some corrections before you come back and go next. Remember, we are doing the same thing that is on the deck. It is where we are for the review. We now add your payment options, and then your campaign is all set. Then you're going to see the dashboard of how your platform will look like. So now let's go back. So let's review the settings. Everything is fine. Remember, these things changes. If there's any word you've seen here that is not in consonance with what you're doing, you can always go back here to add headlines and the descriptions, right? So let's go back. Let's go next. So now this is the payments part where you get to add your payments method. Two types of payments on the Google Ads platform. The automatic payment and the manual payment. Now the automatic payment is, let's say you have a budget of $70 to run your ads. Just transfer the $70 from your ad account, from your card, or from your account to the ads platform. To just reflect there, $70. So as the ad is performing, the money is reducing, right? But the automatic payment, you just add your card details to the ad platform, just like I've done this one now, right? When once we get to the first day of the new month, let's say my ad has performed $30. So I'm going to be debited $30 from my account directly. And just to point out, Naira cards don't work because of the CBN policies. So Naira cards don't work. You need to have a domiciliary account dollar card, or you can use a virtual dollar card, the cheaper cash, the Flutterwave Pata card, and any other one that is permitted, right? Naira card won't work. The Verve, the Visa, the MasterCard, as long as it's a Naira card. It used to work before. It's not working again. Okay? So when you're done with that, you're now going to see a dashboard that looks like this. All right? I'm not going to click this next because I don't want the ad to run. Okay? But let me go to one of them to show to you how it looks like. And let's see, be able to get one of them that is running. Okay, so it's going to look like something like this, showing to you the impressions, the number of times the ad was seen, the clicks, the number of times the ad was clicked, the calls, and the conversions, right? If you want to add your analytics account to this platform, you can come to tools and come to, can come to admin, come to linked accounts, and come to analytics. Remember, the ads platform will give you analytics, but will give you details of what is happening from the ad, but not as detailed as what the analytics, Google Analytics platform will give to you. You can always come here on this GA4. This this Google Analytics has been scraped. It's no more existing. So use this one, Google Analytics 4 is the latest of the versions. So you can now link your Analytics account with that one. You must have set up a Google Analytics account first before you come here. So all you need is possibly copy a number, the measurements ID number, and just attach it here. And to be able to capture some more details for you. You see that when you go to the Google and the Analytics platform. So very simple process. So that is how to set up your ads. I hope that made sense. So any questions? How do you fund your ads? I've already explained that. You add your payment details, your card details. Add your card details. And there are two types of payments, the manual payments and automatic payments. Manual payments, if you just move the money to the ads platform. Automatic payment, just add your card the way I added mine. At the first day of the new month, you are debited the amount the ad has performed. Any questions? I know the attendance has been dropped. Do you have questions? Enlightenment channel, does it mean we must have dollar accounts to pay Google Ads? Or can we use Naira debit card to pay directly? I explained that earlier. You can't use Naira card because of, it used to work before, because of Google's policies. Sorry, CBN policies. So you need a DOM account or a virtual dollar card. Flutterwave, cheaper cash, those ones work. Shakira, the same thing I'm answering in Enlightenment channel. Connect with Google, connect with customers using Google Ads. That is the topic, yes. So any questions? We spent all the time we have today and extra. So if you don't have question, I'm going to say my thanks right now. Thank you so much for sticking around and coming around to learn with us. And thank you for being patient with us also. So the links will be shared for you to learn some more. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And thank you so much. Please, the link for the sessions and the link for the following impacts, please let it be shared in the chat. Remember to fill your forms correctly. so that you can always get a certificate when it's time. Okay? Yeah, and thank you for being patient with us to rescue the situation we had earlier. Thank you for being patient, even though you guys have been too quiet on me. I'm not very comfortable with it. So next time when you see my face, know that I like people that are conversing with me while I'm talking. So just note my face. And my name is Udeme. I know I didn't mention my name earlier. My name is Udeme. And it was nice meeting you guys, beautiful people of WAS something. Thank you so much. All right, so enjoy your day, enjoy your evening. Is it evening or afternoon? Enjoy your afternoon and have the best of it. Bye.